Welcome to Mixed In, and in this particular episode we are talking about some of the prop guns that we just purchased. Some of them we have for a little bit.
We've been collecting.
Yeah. And so if you're interested in kind of seeing what is a good idea for some prop guns, then check out the rest of this video.
Okay. So the first one we're going to talk about is this little guy, which I got at Walmart for, I think it was around $15 to $18. I got both of them for about $30. What I like about it is it resembles a Beretta. I don't know how accurate it is. I never actually find detailed a Beretta or anything. But the cool things about this is that it has a lot of the cool features that you're going to find on, you know, a regular Beretta gun. One is the actual pullback of the thing there. It has an actual kind of full-size clip, so that's really good for when you're playing around with trying to make it look realistic and whatnot.
Did it come with two?
No, just one clip.
But you can, the purchase came with two guns?
No, they were both separate.
But since you have two guns, if you're only going to display one, you can have two
you
clips.
actually have two clips. That way, when you're playing, and you can just empty a clip and take another one and just put it right back in.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
Yeah. Another cool little feature about this gun that I liked, that I found out, is that it has a little slat here you can actually push up, and it'll hold the chamber, kind of like illustrating that you're out. So like you're out of bullets and whatnot. Another cool thing I just found out is that if you want, you can pretend to reload it, pull the trigger, and it automatically cocks forward like a normal gun would.
Very nice.
Yeah. The only thing that's really not making this pass as realistic is the orange tip.
Yeah.
Which is a safety feature. Like if you're outside playing with it, nobody's going to think it's a real gun.
The other thing is the handling of it. I mean, it does feel pretty heavy for a plastic gun, but it might, if you're using actual audio for the gun handling, it is plasticky. Well, it is plastic, but we'll get into that later. The sound effects that you add to your films might fix this, because I found, what is that site that we found all those audios from?
Audio Blocks.
Audio Blocks, which has gun handling sounds.
Which we actually paid for. It was like $100 for a year subscription for it, but we can download as many audio sounds we want, and they're constantly updating, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Another thing about this that I liked is the actual hammer in the back too. So that actually cocks back. So I don't know how well you can see that on there, but I'll show you on here. It actually cocks back, simulating a real gun. Which is really cool. These are very realistic looking.
And really inexpensive.
Yeah, about 15 bucks per gun.
Not bad at all.
It's made out of plastic and whatnot, but you can always trick them in movie Hollywood magic with that. But these are cool guns.
What's next on the list, William? All
right, so the
least expensive was this one.
So the next one that we got was this little set here with the 911 Colt, along with the I'm guessing it's an M4 Combine. These two together, which they're just plastic, cost me $25. I think they're normally $35, but I got it on clearance at Walmart, of course.
So here's the handgun that has the clip separate.
So this one has a smaller clip. Normally a 911 Colt, I believe, is a 45. I'm not too sure if it's a 45 or a 9mm. But this little clip here, it looks like it holds 22s. So this part you probably don't want to.
That's really small.
You don't really want to show off a whole lot, but you can illustrate your putting something in there, which is cool. It does have the same thing, pulling in the back. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the hammer. And it has a sealed
that won't open, but at least looking at it, it looks authentic.
Yeah, so when you look at it, it can pass off for something that would be good for the movie, especially when you add the sound effects.
Right.
You have you give the whole metal sound to it and whatnot would be really help out.
And so your package got that handgun and this
then the combo M4, which is this is the reason why I mainly got it, because we've been wanting something like this. We're actually going to do a skit later on that has to deal with me needing to have one of these.
Yeah.
So this one came with a clip. Looks like an average size clip. Goes right in, which is cool, but it's really hard to take out.
Maybe with playing with that for a while, we'll loosen that.
Yeah, even to put it in, it's kind of hard, but that's really cool. It came with this little pistol grip that you can put it on the other side.
And that's adjustable.
You can actually take it off if you want and just hold on to it.
I see there's a flashlight on there too that actually lights up.
It actually came with a flashlight also, so that that lights up.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. It is plastic, so I mean it doesn't feel real or anything.
So our sound effects for gun handling will be important for this gun.
Very important. It has the adjustable butt, so have it in close or take it out wide for sharpshooting. Then it also has a realistic cocking.
Yeah. Which sounds really terrible, cool. So we'd have to replace that sound with
exactly. But at least you have the whole look of it.
Yeah.
As you go. You can actually take off the butt of the gun too. So if you want, you can do, whole.
I think it's for transportation purposes. But yeah, you could do that.
Yeah. You just take off the handle.
But also,
compact.
So that's the last gun that has the orange tip on it. Let's talk about the orange tip.
Yeah.
I think that it's important that it's safety first.
Yes.
So if you're going to do a film in your neighborhood or whatever, I think it would be very important. One way you could do this is leave the orange tip on so that everybody sees it and sees the orange tip. And okay, so they're playing.
It is.
Even though they see the camera guy working with you. And you could remove the orange tip in post. I saw some techniques. Actually, I saw one technique. I never heard of this before, but it works really good. Where if you got the right software, you could mask out that tip and turn it into black, so that out on the set it was orange, but in your movie it had turned to black.
Yeah.
But another thing,
that all deals with motion tracking and whatnot. So.
Another thing that you could do is you could go through your whole neighborhood, tell everybody that on this day you're going to be shooting your video with some fake guns. Don't call the police, but you'll also go to the police and tell them that on this day you're going to be running around the neighborhood with some fake guns and cameras.
Yeah, just give them
or wherever your location is going to be, just so that they don't get alerted to any call that says, I saw some guys running around.
Or if they do, they're informed, like, hey, they're not going to be handling real guns. Take it seriously. We don't know, but we were informed they're not real guns. That way, you don't get shot by accident. You don't want to get shot.
So that being said, we're going to go in, we're going to paint these orange tips out.
For two purposes. One, it's easier on us for editing, and two, it makes it look realistic.
So you got one more gun on the table. Two more. Yes.
Okay, so we'll save that one for last. So this one we got also from Walmart. This was about like $80. I think it was $70 for the gun.
This one's heavy. This one's metal.
This one is metal. We got it because it was blowback. So you fill it with a CO2 cartridge right there, and it's supposedly you can fire it and it blows back.
It did for a while.
Cat hair. Okay, so it'll blow back whenever you fire it. The only thing I didn't like about it is that it does have a little lock here, so it catches the chamber as it comes back every single time you fired it, which kind of sucked. But we found out if you just hold that down with your thumb,
it would repeat.
Fire it, and it'll just go back to its position. Yeah. What's really cool though, what we used in one of our episodes, we used that. So when I fired it, it came back and stopped. And I looked at it, seeing it was empty, and I dropped it. Unfortunately, this is now just a nice heavy prop because it doesn't work.
Something in the inside gave way, and now it doesn't work properly.
So you got the CO2 that goes in there, and you got the little pin that pops the CO2 cap, so it goes in. Well, there's a little ring inside there that holds that down. Well, that unscrewed somehow, and we can't screw it back in.
So if you have any suggestions on how William might be able to fix this gun, if you know about this, leave a comment below. Give him some ideas. Maybe we can fix this gun.
Because I would like it to work again.
Yeah.
But besides that, it's a really cool gun. I mean, you still got the whole,
it's a nice small profile, something that you would see, that people would own.
Unfortunately, the clip does not look realistic whatsoever.
Yeah,
so you're gonna want to.
It shows empty the whole time, but
so you're gonna want to try and hide that as much as possible when you're filming. But you can still simulate the whole thing.
Make that look good.
Yeah, and the same thing too. Load it, and you push down that little guy there to simulate. You just loaded it. You just loaded a chamber, round, whatever. Besides that, it's actually a really cool gun. It feels really nice.
It's really heavy.
Yeah,
and it feels.
Yeah, it has a nice feel to it, so it'll help the talent out.
Because it feels when you're holding a plastic gun, you have to. I guess you wouldn't tell from the actor unless he's maybe the way he holds it.
just flinging it around.
Yeah, as long as he's making it feel solid, that's good.
Yeah.
But this one actually is quite a bit heavier than this one, and so much easier.
Yeah.
So these look great though.
Yeah, I really like the Berettas. All right, the last gun that we have is this bad boy. This one was about $80 at Walmart. It's a Black Ops gun, so it's from the game Black Ops. I'm not exactly sure what kind of gun it resembles. Some kind of 50 caliber. I have no idea. It's just a big gun. The cool thing about this is that it is a revolver, so when you're playing with it, it does have the rotating chamber.
Yeah.
So with this, all you need is a muzzle flash and the reaction to it, and there you go. You don't need the blowback. Also, it came with these, which is what holds the BB.
So this one's a BB gun,
Yeah.
not a airsoft.
Yeah. Same with this one. This one is a BB gun. All these three are airsoft guns.
Right.
So these go right into the chamber, and there you go. You even got prop bullets for it. As long as you don't get a close look at it, because there are holes in the back, and there's a hole in the front. I guess you can say, hey, it's a hollow tip point. But the fact that it has that just adds that much to your short or your film that you're doing.
Yeah, we did a video that showed off this gun too.
And you got the hammer you can pull back to cock it. Yep. Very cool.
And this one's metal too, so it's just very heavy.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about it is the fact that the neck here isn't quite attached to the actual body, so it is a little bit wobbly.
There's a little bit of a looseness there.
Yeah, but I guess we could always go in with some super glue and glue that down, because we don't ever plan on using these for actual BBs.
No.
I mean, we did that same thing to this piece here. This is where you put the CO2 in, and this thing was always loose and wobbly, so we just super glued that.
We're never gonna use that feature of it.
Yeah, but this one I think is my favorite.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks so cool.
This is this looks huge and menacing, you know. And yeah, well, I loved using this on that one video.
Oh.
Finding Williams kryptonite.
Yeah.
That was really cool. I shot Williams right in the forehead with it.
Right. I felt brain freeze. That hurt worse.
So next, we'll stay tuned, and we're going to paint the tips of these from orange to black, and then so stay tuned for that. And then there's even more after that.
Okay, so what I did was I taped up the guns around the barrel, leaving exposing the orange tip there. Recorded that earlier, so you're probably watching that right now as I'm speaking. But all I did was tape up enough to the barrels to where I can spray the orange part but not get the rest of it. I wasn't too keen about making it perfect because the kind of paint that we're using, it really matches the gun itself. So if a little bit gets on the barrel, that's fine, as long as it just covers up the orange. I just don't want a whole bunch of it. I don't want it to be noticeable that this whole thing is a different kind of matte black than the rest of it. So I did that to all of them. And so now we're just going to spray paint the tips, turn them black to make it look more realistic. Just remember, if you're doing this, be careful, because if the wrong person sees you with it, they might try and defend themselves thinking you have a real weapon. So always use precaution when doing something, when playing with toys that look real. So all we're going to do is just spray paint the tips black. It's really watery.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
We not shaking enough?
It might just be the kind that it is. It says it's flat. Not too sure how many coats it's going to take, but it probably shouldn't take very much. Because honestly, we just need to fool the camera. And since we're not going to be manhandling the barrels very much of it, it shouldn't it shouldn't rub off very often, very quickly. When we had the other gun, that was the blowback gun, it came with pink all around it for some reason. I don't know why, because I don't think any of the money went for breast cancer, but it came pink. So we painted that, but since you manhandled the handle a lot, it started rubbing off. You started seeing some of the pink. Which is fine, because that gun's broken now anyways. It makes me mad. We just have to get another better blowback gun, I guess.
get inside the barrel too?
Yeah. Looks pretty good. I can kind of see a little bit of the orange inside of it, but like I said, it's just the full camera, and as long as we don't get like super zoomed up close images of the side of the barrel, we should be fine. I don't think we have a need for that. Even if we get a super close up of the barrel, I don't think you want that either, because people can look at it and be like, I see the little metal tube the BB comes out of. Just enough to trick people thinking that they're real on camera, not real life. I don't want to trick people on the street thinking these are real just for shows. Even the barrel to this looks like it's a 22. I mean, you think, I'm pretty sure Colt 911 is supposed to be like a 45. At least a 9mm. That looks like a tiny barrel. Even then though, the Berettas are 9mm. They look bigger. Look at that. Not. Itty bitty little guy.
Yeah.
I shoot a little bullet. But that's not the reason why I bought it. This is the reason why I bought it.
That paint looks pretty good on there so far.
Yeah, it does. Tried doing this to a Nerf gun that we bought at the thrift store. Really badass looking Gatling gun. The only problem is the whole thing is orange. So I spray painted that, but it was a gloss that I used, and so the gloss itself like slid down the gun, so you see all these parts that are still orange. It'll probably take another 15,000 coats to cover that one. But I think what I'll do is I'll get it with some primer first, and then repaint it with the gloss because we kind of want it shiny.
Let me get a shot of that tip now. So you're pretty close.
In the light.
There's a little bit of orange still in the tip.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's starting to look good.
And I'm sure later on in the future we'll do a show about us painting our space guns. How we made our space guns for our, what's it called? Chronicles of the Ronin.
Yeah. We did some different techniques to those. We sprayed the whole gun with multiple paints to do that.
And then we gave it kind of like a sheen, not sheen, but
kind of a worn look.
Yeah, like a wipe with silverish, making it look like it's been used.
Makes it look like the black paint has worn off to expose metal, when actually what we did was we added the silver paint second.
Yeah, on top of the black paint.
Yeah.
That looks good. That looks really good. I think I got a majority of it. So let that dry. That one looks good.
How's that one look?
That looks good. You see?
Focus. There we go. Yeah. I think that's gonna be good.
Yeah. Oh, these ones look beautiful. I think I gotta give them another coat, but God, these Berettas that we got, these are actually really pretty guns. I really like these ones. A little bit of dripping action going on, but like I said, it's just to hide it, and I don't think you're going to want to get a close-up of the barrel, especially with these guns. Now, if you actually get really decent prop guns for movies, then yeah, you're going to want to make sure you can get some good close-ups of them, so you can show them off basically. These we just want them to shoot. Like, hey, I got a gun. I mainly got these ones though, so we can do the fake movie trailer.
This is gonna be so cool, you guys. We're gonna do a fake movie trailer.
There we go. That's basically it. That's all we gotta do. And then we let them dry, take off the tape, and well, bam, no more orange tips. We are now very dangerous with them.
I suppose you could do this with black masking tape or black electrical tape, but it doesn't really cover the inside so good. It would be really tricky.
Yeah, not only that, but then even that stuff. Electrical tape is great for high temperatures. Unfortunately, the adhesive to those suck.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll, like this tape itself is meant to stretch. After a while, it'll unstretch and it'll leave the adhesive. And then that adhesive itself is really sticky. And that's what I love about masking tape and painter's tape is it still has a good adhesive to it, but you can easily peel it off without leaving any on
residue.
The extra stuff. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not strong like gaffer's tape. Gaffer's tape is nice and strong, but doesn't leave a residue. But like if you're wrapping up wires and whatnot, I like painter's tape. If you don't already have the Velcro stuff. Now we have the Velcro stuff, so it's a lot better.
So the tip of that machine gun looks pretty good right now.
Yeah, I think I pretty much got all that. I don't think I need to get another coat on it. Let me look inside. Yeah, that's pretty darn good.
Yeah, how about the that one? Could hold it still for a second. Yeah, that looks really good from this point. Even if you look down the barrel, it's like I don't see any orange in it, so that's good.
And these ones are pretty good. Still a little wet though. So like this one, let's take a look at it.
Nice.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Kind of matches pretty good.
Yeah. There's a little bit of dripping going on there, but like I said, just don't get close-ups of the barrel, and you should be good. So, sweet. There you go. Thanks for watching.